as well as we would complete some stories from past if possible. There were 2 stories pending, yeah, so we would complete that too. I think we are live now. Okay. Vidya Mataji, could you share the link? So this is Akshara Brahma Yoga, attaining the supreme. Chapter number 8 is Akshara Brahma Yoga. Akshara Brahma Yoga, what does it mean? What does it mean? Attaining the supreme? Can we attain the supreme? Can we attain him? Can we achieve him? Krishna, who could not be understood by any mind. No one knows me. This is where he stopped yesterday, isn't it? No one knows me. And can we attain that person whom no one knows? No one is able to know Krishna. How can we attain someone whom no one can know? Okay, the slide is not shared. Let me share the slide. But tell me, how can anyone know? How can anyone know? Who cannot be understood by any brain, who cannot be understood by any mind. How can we know? Is it possible that we know him? Raise of hand. How can we attain if we are not able to know him? How can we attain Asmi?
You would need to know him first. Like, you would need to know everything about him, and then
Can we know anything? Can we know everything about him?
No.
So, how can we attain him? Isn't this really surprising? We are talking about attaining Krishna and we could not even understand him. Yeah, Ramakrishna.
Sir, attaining the supreme means we need to know about the three types of Krishna understanding, Krishna realization.
No.
If we understand
We
the
can
third
attain
one,
Krishna.
Bhagavan realization, then we can attain.
We can attain Krishna. Somebody else too raised her hand. I don't remember the name. Sharanya. Yeah. Yeah. I was thinking to unmute you. Yeah, Sharanya. How can we attain? I would come to Radhika after this.
By doing devotional service.
But why? Why would we be able to attain Krishna by doing devotional service? The path is really very simple. Krishna keeps it simple, right? 5 + 3. You remember always 5 + 3 is simple, right? Similarly, you do devotional service. You can do a lot of things. But how can it be possible? We are not even able to know him properly. Isn't this surprising? And we are talking about attaining supreme. Radhika.
Yes, sir. Yesterday we also saw, like, if we do a devotional service, Bhagwan would come running to us to pick. So in that way, we could attain the supreme if we just do devotional service.
Okay, if we are doing devotional service, Krishna would come running towards us. You gave 70% of the answer, but there is one more path. I mean, one more step. Not path. Path is same only. Yeah. Nidesh.
I think like others, if you just chant Krishna's name, Krishna would come running to us.
Yeah, that is what Radhika told, right?
Yeah.
Anything else to add? Shreya.
Prabhuji, we can do the Krishna karma.
Yeah, we can do Krishna karma, but we are not even able to understand him. How can we achieve him?
We have to dedicate our senses to him.
We have to dedicate our senses, but how can we achieve him? Very
by
good.
sacrificing and doing our duty.
Let me tell you the entire process.
Sir, by not questioning Krishna.
Very beautiful, but this is something that we must not do. Yes, what we must do. That what you said is completely correct. Sanvi S. Shetty.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
And by hearing Bhagavad Gita also.
By hearing Bhagavad Gita also. Okay. So we have read there are 9 ways of doing devotional service. Now try and understand Karma Yoga. For whom should I be doing karma? For Krishna. Jnana Yoga. What should I learn about Krishna? Ashtanga Yoga. Where would I think that I have to do the best best of my devotional service? By connecting with Krishna. Right? We should not be entangled in this one materialistic karma, materialistic jnana, materialistic ashtanga. Right? We should not be entangled, although we have to do at times, but we should not be entangled in that. Yeah. So eventually, we just have to focus upon Bhakti Yoga. Yes, of all the 3, we have to focus upon Bhakti Yoga, and from Bhakti Yoga, we have to reach to Krishna. We have to do it. What would happen then? If we are doing Bhakti Yoga, then Krishna would come running towards us, like some of you mentioned. Now, what would happen? Our hearts would get purified. And because if our hearts would get purified, we would be able to share our love with Krishna. Krishna can be conquered. Forget attaining. Krishna can be conquered with our love. We can conquer Krishna. Think of this. Krishna became Vaman Deva. Where Vaman Deva, Krishna is begging. Krishna is begging. For whom? For his devotees. For the welfare of his devotees, Krishna is happy to beg. How could Krishna do that? Because Krishna loves us. How could Krishna love us so much? Because Krishna is conquered with the love. Isn't it? Krishna can be conquered, forget attaining. There is one step even above that. Krishna can be conquered by our love. Yes, we would never understand Krishna, but we don't need to understand our Father. We don't need to understand our Father. Our Father just needs to know that we love Him. Everything else would be done. Yeah? So let's continue with this chapter, Attaining the Supreme. Akshara Brahma Yoga. So I can't see the presentation. It is available, right? You all are able to see, nod. Yeah? Good. Okay. So Arjuna starts by asking questions and Krishna answers. Look, you do not have to read this. And Krishna answers. And here is the summary of question and answer. Simple. So Arjuna first asks, what is Brahman? Brahman is Jiva, indestructible living entity. Right? Jiva is Brahman. Adhyatma, controller of the body. It is the nature of Jiva. Right? It is self. Karma. What is karma? I've told you whatever actions that you all are doing in this body, that is leading to your next body. Right? I've told you this. This is the same. Karma is action leading to material body. Right? So whatever actions you are doing, you are getting next body. Suppose you are doing good work, then you would get good birth. When you are doing bad work, then you would get bad birth. When you are doing a spiritual work, you would get a spiritual body and not get bothered about all these things. Very simple. Adibhuta is material manifestation It is material nature. Arjuna asked one more question. What is Adi Devya? Adi Devya is a universal form which includes all demigods. We would see in later chapter, Krishna would show his Vishwarupa form. Adi Yagna, the enjoyer of sacrifice. Who is the ultimate enjoyer of sacrifice? Krishna, Paramatma. Who is the enjoyer of all the sacrifice that we are doing? Paramatma, right? So, where does Adi Yagna resides? In the heart of everyone. Paramatma resides in the heart of everyone. Isn't it? Yeah, same thing. Now, most important question. Everyone fears it. Now, we won't fear, we would play with it. How do we remember Krishna at the time of death? Death? No, there is nothing to worry about. Death is just like clothes. I have to change it. Right? So, Radhika, tell me one thing. Uh, uh, every year you have examinations. Forget COVID times. COVID times is an exception, right? Every year you used to have examination, a school examination, right? Let's say your session starts in January and it ends in December. Your session starts in January and it ends in December, right? When it starts in January, do you study in December or do you start studying in January itself?
I think I start studying January itself
Why?
because it would be easier for me on December.
But if you start studying, let's say final examination, every exam is on 31st December only, and you start studying at 25, 25th, 26th, 27th, what happens? What is the problem?
I think we would not be able to cope on our mental stress.
Okay, there would be mental stress. You would not be able to cover syllabus, or you would not be able to do anything great.
Yeah,
Why so?
because we need more time to study.
You need more time to study. Look, we all need to practice. It's not like I want to do and I can do within an hour. No. People say that death is a long time later. Na? It would come someday. When it would come, I would see. But you would not be there in consciousness level to see what would happen. You have to plan it now. You never know when would you leave your body. Do you know when uh, uh, was it your control that you took birth? No, right? Would be your control when you would be leaving this body? No, no. Some people leave their body very early into age. Some people leave their body very late. We would see today one example of Bharat Maharaj. Bharat Maharaj was very good person, but he left his body at a very miserable time. Yeah. In fact, he did very wrong things before that. I mean, wrong things in terms of spiritually wrong. So, what we have to do is life is like uh, an examination, right? And death is like final examination. Final examination. We all are preparing for our final examination. Final examination would come. Whether we choose it or not is for us to see. Final examination would definitely come. So what we need to do is prepare for our final examination. The final examination is coming. If you are not preparing, what would happen? You would fail. If you fail, what would happen? Jan mrityu jara vyadhi, birth, death, old age disease. But if you prepare, what would happen? You may be elevated to that level where you could enjoy Krishna's love. Right? So, what should you be doing? Should you be troubling yourself in this Jan Mrityu Jara Vyadi? Or should you find Krishna's love? What should you do? The choice is ours. Krishna gave both the choice. But we are not understanding. If we are not understanding, would we go to Krishna Loka? Would we share Krishna's love? No. But if we do understand, would we go? Yes. Why would Krishna stop us from going there? Krishna already loves us. Krishna wants us to be there. Yeah, let's continue. This is about physical nature. Now, physical nature is known to be endlessly mutable, and the universe is the cosmic form of the Supreme Lord, and I am Lord represented by the Supreme Super Soul dwelling in the hearts of every embodied being. Now, how many of you know that? About this one caterpillar. How many of you know that? Yeah, Ramakrishna, I know you have been joining from last batch, so you know. But how many of you know that caterpillar turns to butterfly? Uh, uh, yes, caterpillar turns into butterfly, and look, the transformation is always there. The transformation would always be there, but some of us would be able to realize it. Most of us would not be able to realize it. The transformation would always be there, always, right? So once we realize, we would feel like, yeah, this is something really amazing, but would we be realizing? Most of the time we would not be. Let's see the transformation in caterpillar. Thereafter I would tell you about transformation in normal lives. So this is what it takes to make a butterfly herself a butterfly, right? It is not like a butterfly would be made instantly. Now, what would happen? This caterpillar is given a body of a caterpillar, and from caterpillar it transforms so much. He destroys himself. Actually, that transformation is happening with each one of us. It might not be this significant, but transformation is happening. We are not able to realize. Daily, we are being different. When you join these classes, you are a different person. And I've personally seen very big transition. During the duration of this course, I've seen very big transition. So once you started joining this class, you are a different person. Today, you are a different person. And again, like caterpillar, I have seen the transformation being very, very, very stark in some of you. Yeah. So there's transformation happening every now and then, and you could see the transformation. If you see closely, you can see the transformation happening. But most of us would feel like, yeah, it is normal thing only, right? But we would not be able to realize the transformation that we are going through. But Krishna says everyone is going through the transformation. And whoever, this is very important, and whoever at the time of death quits his body, remembering me alone, he can attain me. Uh, uh, he at once can attain my nature. Of there is no doubt. So we can go to Krishna Loka. Krishna says we can go to Krishna Loka. Look, it is very simple. At the time of death, you remember me, come to me. At the time of death, you remember Devi Devta, you go to Devi Devta. At the time of death, you remember ghost and spirit, you go to ghost and spirit. Krishna makes it very simple. Whomsoever you want to remember, please remember, you would go there. Bhishmitama was shot arrows, and it was deathbed of arrows which was made. In fact, no one can kill Bhishmitama. No one can kill Bhishmitama. Bhishmitama could be killed by himself only. Yeah. There's many chats going on. We did not see anything. You all did not see anything. The video, caterpillar video. Hare Krishna Aditya. No.
No, sir.
Why so? Everything played really okayish. There was no any disturbance or anything. What was the issue? Are you able to see now this YouTube video? Okay. Sorry. A co-host should unmute themselves and say, "Na." Are you able to hear now? Hare Krishna, Shreya. Shreya,
Hare Krishna, sir.
are you able to hear sound, everything proper?
Yes, sir.
Sorry. So this was the transformation I was talking about. Now for a caterpillar, the transformation is very distinct, right? We are able to see, yes, there is some very big transformation happening on. But for us, is the transformation big? Is the transformation big? Uh, yes, the transformation is big, but we are not able to see. Like I would give you one example. Like let's say I'm just making up things, Shreya. Please do not take it otherwise. Suppose, Shreya, you go fat, right? Now you are eating every day, you are putting up weight every day. Would your family members feel like you have grown fat? No, they would feel like it is normal only. But someone who comes from outside and sees you after 5 years, yeah, Shreya, suddenly you have grown fat, isn't it? So the transformation is happening every day, but we are not able to realize. Yeah. So Krishna says that a transformation is happening, and I just gave one example, right? So this is what we are conscious about. The bodily appearance we are conscious about, but a spiritual appearance we are not that much conscious about, right? We have started becoming conscious only after hearing Bhagavad Gita, isn't it? I have personally seen very big transformation happening with some of you, right? Now this was about this was Bhishmitama. No one could kill Bhishmitama. But Arjuna made deathbed, so something which is predestined, that thing would definitely happen, right? Uh, yeah. So, 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 what happened when Bhishmatama was there and he was about to leave his body? He could have planned when he want to leave his body. He was doing pranama on Krishna, and Krishna came personally to see him. So, at the time of death, Bhishmatama saw Krishna personally. Bhishmatama was a pure devotee of Krishna. And at times, what happens? We make judgment, we make statements about pure devotees of Krishna. Nah, Bhishmatama was not that good. We should be cautious while speaking about pure devotees of Krishna. Why? Why? Someone please answer me. Why we should be cautious while speaking about pure devotees of Krishna? If we are not that cautious, there would be some issues. Ayush knows the answer. Should I ask Ayush to tell? Bhavana. Ayush knows the answer, I know. Yeah. Yeah, Bhavana. Why we should be cautious?
If you make fun of any devotee or make like a mistake by talking about them, the devotee or Krishna might take it like offense and say that you have insulted my devotee or you have insulted me.
No, devotee would not take offense. Krishna would take offense. We are not concerned about devotees. In fact, when Krishna takes offense, there is no opportunity to escape. Krishna loves his devotees more than he loves himself, right? And Krishna takes personal care. Remember Amrish Maharaj? Remember this Amrish Maharaj? Yeah. Krishna allowed Amrish Maharaj to excuse the sinner Durvasa Muni, but he did not excuse Durvasa Muni by himself. No, if Amrish Maharaj excuses, then you would be relieved, else you would be dying. Yeah. So we should be cautious while talking about the devotees of Krishna. But Krishna gives us this opportunity that if we remember Krishna, then we would be able to go to his loka. Yeah. Okay. So this is about Bharat Maharaj. Bharat Maharaj was the purest devotee of Krishna. He was a king. He was doing his prescribed duty, but suddenly he felt like, let me leave anything. Now there's a big realization from this. We must not leave our prescribed duty. Whatever prescribed duty we have, we must do it. Yeah. So Bharat Maharaj was doing prescribed duty, but suddenly he felt like, let me leave everything and let me go to forest and let me do devotional service there. Right. So he went to forest. He was doing tapasya there, and by doing tapasya, what he wanted to do, he just wanted to take Krishna's name. For some time, he was doing really good. What happened? One day, one deer was there, running from lion. Lion was about to was roaring, and deer was running, and that deer was pregnant. So what happened? That pregnant deer gave birth to a little deer, and she started running out of fear. She started running because her body went weak. She died. Now, in front of Bharat Maharaj, there was one very little deer who just took birth, and he felt like, I must take care of him. Look how mode of goodness would destroy you. Doing good work would destroy you. If you are not conscious about what you are doing, even doing good work would destroy you. So, what did Bharat Maharaj do? Bharat Maharaj took care of that little deer, but he forgot. He forgot that my prime aim out here is to take Krishna's name. Now, what he did, he left all the attachment for Krishna, but here he got attached to this little deer. He was thinking about deer, playing with deer. He was doing everything for the deer. And what happened? He was not able to do anything else but think about deer. One day, that deer was missing, and he went to mountain. Here, his feet slip, and he fall off from the cliff. At the time of death, whoever you remember, you go to that state. He remembered deer. So, next birth, he was made deer. From being a purest devotee to being a deer. Now, after that next birth as a deer, he was given another birth as Jad Bharata. Thereafter, he did devotional service both in the form of deer as well as in the form of Jad Bharata. He was doing devotional service, right? After that, he got elevated himself and he was able to go to Krishna Loka. So, what do we have to learn from this? We must not slip ourselves from our prescribed duty. At the same time, we must do devotional service. Again, those golden words: work with devotion. Work with devotion. If we are doing work with devotion, everything is simple. Right? He was doing good work only. Some of you would refute, he was doing good work. But what to do? He forgot Krishna's name. This is why I say good work at times become bad. Most of the time becomes bad only. If you do not add Krishna to it, it becomes bad. What good can you do? No one can do any good. Yesterday only there was a big heated discussion. No one can do any good in this world. No good. If you do not add Krishna to it, you cannot do any good. If you add Krishna to anything that you are doing good, everything becomes best. It does not stay good, it becomes best. But if you remove Krishna from it, it never remains to be good. Yeah? Let's understand deeper. Whatever state one remembers at the time of death, he quits his body, that's a state he would attain without fail. This we already covered. Yes, so Bharat Maharaj remembered deer and he got next birth as deer. Yes, and this is about determination, dedication, and again those 5 plus 3 things. Therefore, Arjuna, you should always think of me, engage your mind. At the same time, carry out your prescribed duty of fighting. Arjuna's prescribed duty was to fight. So Krishna is saying, you have to do your prescribed duty of fighting with your activities dedicated to me. Engage your senses and activities upon me. Your mind and intelligence. You see how simple it is. Engage your senses, mind, intelligence upon me. Again, false ego too would come. Whether mentioned or not. You will attain me without doubt. So you have to engage what? You have to engage your senses, you have to engage your mind, intelligence, and false ego, and then you would be able to attain Krishna without doubt. You have to do your prescribed duty as well. It is not like I do bhakti and I do not do prescribed duty. Krishna does not say that. You have to do your prescribed duty as well. Okay. So, who meditates upon the Supreme Personality of Godhead with his mind constantly engaged in remembering me, undeviated from the path, Partha, is sure to reach me. So, Krishna says that you have to engage your mind onto me. If you are engaging your mind onto me, then, and you have to be undeviated. You could not deviate from here to there. Your mind should be constantly engaged into me. Then you would reach me without doubt. Yeah. So let me tell you about this story. Should I show some very bad pictures? Bad in terms of it would not be pleasurable to eyes. Yeah, let me show. So this story is about Ajamil. Now Ajamil was a very bad person. All his life, in fact he was born in a good family, but all his life he did all the bad work, every bad one. But uh, 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 he did one very good thing. What did he do good? He named his one of his child as Narayan, and at the time of death he remembered Narayan. He was saying, Narayan, Narayan, save me. Like that, he was chanting Krishna's name. Now, what happened when he was chanting Krishna's name? Yamaduta came and Yamaduta wanted to take him away because he was a very bad person, right? He was a very bad person. But what happened? Just a minute. What happened when Yamaduta came? We are able to see this Yamaduta and Vishnuduta, right? Unmute and say yes.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. So what happened? Yamaduta came. Look how Yamaduta is taking the body of Ajamil. But Vishnuduta came at the same time, and they slammed Yamaduta. They threw Yamaduta. Go out from here. Now this Yamadutas always felt like Yama is the god, right? They never had this idea beyond Yama, right? Their god they always considered Yama, right? Now they were thrashed and they were slammed, and what happened? They went to Yama and said, Yama, these Vishnu Duta came and they beat us very black and blue. Why did they beat you? Okay, this person chanted Vishnu's name at the time of death. Now Yama was laughing. So Yama was saying what they did was very correct. What they did was very correct. They should have slammed you. Why should they have slammed us? Because at the time of death, whoever we remember, we go to that state, right? They were chanting Krishna's name. So Vishnu Duta came, right? So look, uh, after that, what happened? This Ajamil was not qualified, right? Ajamil was not qualified. Ajamil was not that sincere, right? So what happened? Ajamil was not qualified. So after that, this Vishnu Duta requested Ajamil to do more devotional service, right? And thereafter they took Ajamil to Vishnu Loka. Think now, from being a time to being a very impious, very wrong person, to going to Krishna Loka. We can do it by chanting Krishna's name. And one more thing. Some of you would feel like, this Ajamil did all the bad things in his life and chanted Krishna's name. So if we do all the bad things in our life and chant Krishna's name, we would go to Krishna Loka. No. Your consciousness level would become lower. When you are doing bad things, your consciousness level would become lower. Right? You would not be able to chant Krishna's name. You would not be able to. Now, why did Ajamil chant it? Because there are many reasons behind anything happening. Like Jay and Vijay. If we do not know their past, right, we would always think Ravana to be very bad person. But if we know their past, we would see in Ravana, Jay and Vijay, and we would think like Ravana is a very good person. Not because of deeds. He did very, very wrong thing, but he's a very good person. Right? Because they are no other than Jay and Vijay. They could not distance themselves from Krishna. Yeah. So that way, we should never think who got elevated, why did he got elevated. There might be many, many reasons behind that. Right? So yeah. One should meditate upon the Supreme Person as one. I did not see the time. Okay. One should meditate upon the Supreme Person as the one who knows everything. Krishna knows everything. Krishna is the oldest. Please note down. Krishna knows everything. Krishna is the oldest. Krishna is the controller. Krishna is smaller than the smallest. Krishna is the maintainer of everything. Krishna is beyond material conception. Here it is mentioned that you could not understand me. Beyond material conception. Our body is material. Material conception. You could not understand from your material aspects Krishna. So from material understanding, we could not know Krishna. And as our body is material, our mind is material, so we can understand only materially. Right? We could feel spiritually as we are connected with Krishna, we could feel spiritually, but we have material minds. Who is inconceivable? Again, it is mentioned, inconceivable means he could not be understood. Who is always a person? We should always think him as a person. Right? Some of you were saying Krishna Ji. Right? Why are you not saying Krishna Ji? Right? I believe this question was raised in Hindi class. I don't remember about English. This is like this only. Krishna is a person and he wants personal relationship with us. He does not want intrinsically, he does not want us to do even this one bhakti. He does what does he want? He wants us to love. If we love Krishna, that is all he wants. If we are elevating him to another level, and if we are on another level, what would we do? We would just revere him. We would just pray to him. We would just be a bhakta to him, but never have personal connect. There is the impersonal form of Krishna. Why is he taking personal form? To directly connect. He could have always stayed in Vishnu form. But he told the world that no, Vishnu form is not original. What is original form? Krishna is the original form. Why is he taking original form? Why is he coming in original form? Because he wants personal connection with all of us. Krishna is luminous like sun and being transcendental. So in Krishna Loka, if we happen to reach to Krishna Loka, now there is one transformational video. Should I make you all feel that? It is very, very, very big transformation video. Sir, I can't see your screen. What is happening? I have
Your screen is visible, Prabhuji.
Yeah. I don't know. Ramakrishna said I could not see your screen. So anyone, if some technical issues are happening, co-host, please unmute and tell me. Right? Yeah, you Krishna is the original form. Krishna is the original form. Yeah. So when you go to Krishna Loka, please, no questions right now. When you go to Krishna Loka, everything would be enlightened. You would feel light everywhere. Light coming from everywhere. It is because Krishna is self-illuminated and Krishna enables everyone in his loka to be self-illuminated. Obviously, the best and the biggest light would come from Krishna only, but everyone is self-illuminated. There's no need of fire and heat and this sun. Krishna's loka, we do not need any sun. Everything is day only. Every time is day. Every time it's energetic. Every time there's happiness. Let me show you. So Brahma, even Brahma and Shiva, what do we see? They are meditating upon whom? Upon Krishna. They meditate upon Krishna. So we were just talking about Krishna book, and in Krishna book, Brahma was praising Krishna. Yeah. So Brahma was glorifying and praising Krishna. So they all meditate upon Krishna all the time. Similarly, we should too meditate upon Krishna. Now, in this, we just have to remember that simple. When Brahma sleeps, everything is destroyed. When Brahma wakes up, everything is germinated, given birth. When Brahma goes to sleep, everything is destroyed. When Brahma wakes up again, everything is germinated. It happens all the time. Brahma has life, like any one of us. Brahma has life. After life, everything is destroyed. So we just need to understand this from all the shlokas. Let me just read it fast. By human calculation, the thousands of ages taken together is the duration of Brahma's one day, and such also is the duration of the night. When Brahma days is manifest, the multitude of living things come into being, and at the arrival of Brahma's night, they all are annihilated. Again and again, the day comes, and the host of things are active, and again the night falls. Oh Partha, and they are helplessly dissolved. Yeah, what we read, that is only there. Moving on. But beyond Brahma, there is one thing more. There is one thing more. Yeah. Yet there is another nature which is eternal and transcendental. Which is eternal. Eternal means ever existing. Transcendental means which transcends, which goes from one plane to another. To this manifested and unmanifested. Manifested means given birth, and unmanifested is destroyed. Okay, it is supreme. That place is supreme. It is never annihilated. It does not get destroyed. When all the things in this world is annihilated, that part remains as it is. So what does it mean? We see Krishna Loka remaining as it is. It is not perturbed by anything happening in another world. So there are many Brahmas available in many universes, and every Brahma has a life. After that, the planet get destroyed, right? But Krishna Loka never gets destroyed. It is beyond this manifested and unmanifested. It never gets annihilated. It is supreme. Yeah, and so this is about this is Bhagavatam description of Krishna Loka, right? So below at the bottom we see Devi Dham, and in this Devi Dham we have earth, right? This is where we must be having earth somewhere around here. Yeah, and Brahma is taking birth from what? From Krishna's navel. This is Garbho Dakshaya Vishnu. There are many Vishnu, right? This is Shiro Dakshaya Vishnu. Left and right we have same picture. This is Shiro Dakshaya Vishnu, right? Again, this is Shiro Dakshaya Vishnu, right? Now this is this is Devi Dham, this is Mahesh Dham, this is Hari Dham. Hari Dham is also called as Vaikuntha. In Vaikuntha, you would get everything, but you would not find the bliss or the loving exchange of Krishna that much. We have Golok Vrindavan, where Krishna is present with many this one Sakhis, and everyone is very blissful out here. Everyone is really very happy, sharing pastimes of Krishna all the time. If we happen to be here, we could share. We could share with Krishna his pastimes. Yeah. So this is about this one Goloka chart. We could take more time, but for now we should remember only this. Yeah. Now this is about bliss. How many of you want to understand about the transformation that you could already raise up? You could go through now live today only. You would understand that the transformation is real. So we have skipped two stories. We would skip one more. We would skip one more story, but for now what would we do? We would see one very beautiful, very beautiful video wherein we would understand how we could just a minute, how what is happening, how we could realize our connection with Krishna, right? Once we understand this connection with Krishna, you would feel like everything else is a waste. Everything else is a waste. What is most important? Most important thing is that we find this connect with Krishna. Yeah. So we would play one video, and in that video you have to do two things. Video would not be available for you. You have to see this one, this image of Krishna. I would show you one image of Krishna. You have to see that image of Krishna. Simultaneously, that video would be played, and in that video, what would happen? There would be in between this one. Uh, just a minute. Yeah. So, nahin, this is not it. No, no, no. So there would be one video wherein there would be cloud strike, right? And before that video, you have to think like you are trying to understand Krishna, and after the video, after the cloud strike, you have to think like you are able to understand somewhat, and trust me, that would change your life. Just a minute. Let me check which one it is. No, no, no. This is not it. Hare Krishna, why you are chatting? No, you are not able to see the video. I'm trying to find. This video is not visible to me as well. Let please give me 2 minutes. Uh, Actually, I should have played it beforehand only, but I'm not seeing that video. It must be there. No, this one. No, no. Give me just 1 or 2 minutes. I would play. Hmm, that video is not available. Hmm, 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 hmm. This is 4 minutes, 4:57. It should be this one only. Why is it?
ये भी प्यार का नाम से और मैं इनको बाप रखता जैसा लोग दूसरे लोग अपने बच्चा से प्यार करता हूँ.
Yeah. Yeah, let's hear this. I'm sharing. I'm sharing the video. We just have to see just this one, right? Sorry. We have to see Krishna, and simultaneously the video would be played. We just have to see, and simultaneously let's hear the kirtan. Just focus on the kirtan, and Hare Krishna, everyone. So, what did you experience? Did you experience some change? Did you experience some change within yourself? Yeah. So the video was audible. Video was audible for everyone. In fact, I checked from another device as well. There was some technical issues happening, but not with this one. Yeah. Were you able to see the change? I'm opening the chat box. What did you experience after this? Yeah. What did you feel? Hare Krishna. Fresh. I can't hear you. No, everyone is able to hear me, and because of that, they are writing. Calm. I was continuously remembering Krishna. Okay. Happiness. I felt soothed. Okay. Blissful. Calm. I was so concentrated. I thought that I was a pure devotee of Lord Krishna. Yeah, even having that feeling is very, very, very blissful, isn't it? Pleasant. Okay. Mm, okay. What more? What more did you feel? Peaceful. Why were we able to feel this? Because Krishna loves us. Krishna loves us. If we happen to go to Krishna Loka, what would happen? What would happen? Every animal, even if we happen to be an animal, it would be very, very special. Krishna would love us, feed us like anything, right? They would not fight within themselves. Look, the tiger is there, whatever, leopard is there, but he's not attacking anyone. Yeah, Krishna is taking care of him personally, and Krishna is doing beautiful, beautiful pastimes. Yeah, so I'm going to log out. Okay. Some of us are having issues today, and I don't know why. We are having some issues. I'm really sorry, Arna. Yeah. So done with class. Now I am not. Should I post this one form? Mataji has posted form. No, Mataji. Then do not post Google form today. I'm unmuting everyone. Anyone can ask their question, right? Anyone may ask their question now.
Sir,
Yeah, Ramakrishna.
sir, when are you going to
your name.
tell the story of Bali Maharaj and Narada Muni?
First, you have to tell your name before
Sir,
asking.
Ramakrishna.
No. Just you have to say your name so that others do not jump in, right? Everyone should get this opportunity. So first tell your name and thereafter your question. Ramakrishna, yeah.
Yes, sir. Sir, when are you going to tell the story of Bali Maharaj and Narada Muni?
Bali Maharaj and Narada Muni. When am I going to tell that story? Maybe in
Yes,
next
sir.
day. Next day. It would be very this one. And Sudama story too came today, and I did not tell. So there are 3 stories I would tell.
Sir, I love Sudama's story, sir.
Yeah, it is very, very beautiful story and very long too. I mean, the more you meditate upon it, the more you feel like, yeah, I need to understand more. Yeah.
Samika, are we gonna do the poll today?
Okay, poll. Yes, we should be doing polls. This is Bali Maharaj. Yes, simultaneously, everyone may ask question. Harini, you just first do the poll and thereafter ask question.
What did Krishna's wife and Krishna do when he didn't had kids?
Krishna would just be blissful with his wife, with everyone, not only wife.
Sir,
Whoever
Rukmini
sees
Devi has
Krishna.
10 sons, sir. One of
Sorry?
the name is Pradyumna.
Yeah. I know, but should we be knowing it? Actually, the problem is not to know. The problem is to not do devotional service and know. Right? We would not be able to realize anything. So our effort should be knowing Krishna and not his family. Even this question is about family. No. First, we need to know Krishna. Why? Because till we do not know Krishna, we would not be able to know his family. His Grace Namanishta Das Prabhu often says this: Krishna is taking you to his office. Why do you want to go to his home? Right? Krishna is telling you about himself. Why do you want to know about his family? Once you are close with Krishna, then you can know about his family. Yeah, then Krishna would tell. Krishna would himself reveal. Yeah. But should we know it right now? No, not right now. So, but Bharat Maharaj take birth as deer in his next birth, right? So yes, correct answer. Moving on to question 2. Second, another question. Any other question we have? Renuka Shri Hari. He who meditates on the Supreme Personality of Godhead, his mind constantly engaged in remembering. Renuka Shri Hari, you have any question? Everyone is able to unmute them.
My name's not the whole name. My name's just Siri.
Your name is?
Just Siri.
Okay, Shri Hari, yeah.
Okay. Why is Krishna blue color?
Because Krishna is all attractive and Krishna attracts in his blue color. So, Krishna is blue in color.
Thanks.
We saw even Brahma doing devotional service. Everyone does devotional service onto Krishna. So he's constantly engaged in remembering Krishna. Right? Krishna. So question number 3. Anyone has any question, they can unmute themselves and ask. Golok Vrindavan is supreme abode of? Does anyone have any question? No questions? Done with questions? Okay. So you all used to ask so many questions. Every question's got answered by Bhagavad Gita, na? Every question got answered, isn't it? Everything would get answered. Trust me, if you are hearing Bhagavad Gita properly, every question would get answered. I've unmuted everyone and I could not believe no one is asking question because every question is answered by Bhagavad Gita itself. Yeah. Golok Vrindavan is supreme abode of Krishna. Krishna. Yeah. Moving to question number 4. I think one of the question would be about so this is last question for today. Krishna loves dash butter, tomato, orange, mango. Yeah. Ending poll in 2 seconds.
Is this question supposed to be related with Bhagavad Gita? This question is kind of really funny.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why this question is put up. And look at this. I could not believe what I am seeing. The answer says 103%.
Sir,
How could it be-
102.8%.
How could it be more than 100%? Someone please tell Zoom. Let me take a screenshot of this one. How could this be more than 100%?
Mine
This
is
is
a whole
100%.
100%.
This is how could it be more than 100%?
Oh my
Someone
God.
please tell me. Someone please tell me.
Mine shows half of the butter and it says 103%.
Yeah.
Krishna also voted.
Sorry? Krishna also voted. Okay. Okay. Yeah, funny. Okay, let's end this. Vihan?
Yeah, mine is already 103.
Yeah, it is 103. How could it be more than 100%? Someone outside the meeting too voted. Reddy Prasad was saying, yeah, Krishna too came and he voted. So because of that, it is saying 103. Yeah. Anyone else? Any question? Anything? No questions? Nothing related to Krishna?
No more questions for me.
Yeah.
Is that the end of the poll?
Yeah, that is the end of the poll. Because it is very easy. Good. So, one for every question, even for the last question. Okay. Saranya wrote something really funny. Krishna loves butter, that is why he voted. Yeah. Krishna could not control him. Yeah, I love butter.
Sir, that too we
Let me
got
vote.
2.8%.
Sorry?
Sir, if Krishna voted, we would get only 1%, sir. How we will get 2.8?
Yeah. No. Krishna voted from 2-3 hands. Yeah. You are not able to understand. It's very, very blissful. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, class is over. Question and answer is over. Everything is over. I can see you. Okay.
It's a fun class today.
Yeah. Every class would be fun class only. Actually, look, initially we need to remember. Initially, we need to remember 5 plus 3. It's difficult. Okay, 3 modes of material nature. That's difficult. But once we understand, everything is fun only. Once we understand the concept, everything
I
is
love
fun.
only 16th chapter, sir.
Sorry?
It is on in this whole Bhagavad Gita. I love 16th chapter because it is all about the 3 modes of material nature.
Yeah. And it is very, very descriptive. At times, I say that please do not hear this descriptive. But you know what? I could not explain. No one could explain in more detailed form than that PDF that we share.
Sir, it is chapter 14 and not chapter 16.
14, yeah. But still, it's okay. Look, I have a very, very bad memory. Very bad memory. Right? I have to recall, put myself. But, and I am completely okay with kids not remembering. It's completely okay. What we need to remember is the content, not the number. Right? We are not here to test our memory.
Hi.
We are here to test our heart. Yeah.
Can you see my drawing?
Aditi, please send that across on the group. I mean, on the BG18 email ID.
Sir, I sent it.
Very beautiful. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Prabhuji, I
Hare
also
Krishna.
made a drawing.
Yeah, you also
Yes,
made
sir, I
drawing.
sent it.
Very beautiful. Yeah. So very good. Very good. Nice. Yeah. So I think we are done with question and answers. Everything, right? So let's do Vaishnav Pranam mantra and end. Who would lead the Vaishnav Pranam mantra? Let me share the screen. In the meanwhile, B Yogesh, you want to lead? Okay, please start. Hare Krishna. We are not able to hear you properly. We are not able to hear you properly. Anyone else? Two parties.
Voice I can
Tanvi.
hear.
वञ्चकल्पतरुभ्यश्च
Vancha kalpatarubhyascha
कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः
Anantapoti Vaishnav ki Jai. His Divine Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. His Grace Ramanishta Das Prabhu ki Jai. Bhagavad Gita ki Jai. Bhakto ki Jai. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, everyone.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Just a minute. Everyone is able to understand? Is there any difficulty, any problem, any challenge in understanding? Is there anything that you want to say? Everyone is able to understand now. I know for first 2-3 days it would have been challenging, but after that everyone understands. The concept remains same and things remain simple. Yeah, everyone is able to follow properly, right? Hare Krishna. Anyone facing any challenge? Any challenge? Yeah. Aditi. Okay, Aditi says yes. I saw Aditi raising hand. Okay, Aditi says yes. Okay. Anyone else? No challenge, no problem. I'm really very happy. Let's connect tomorrow. Yes. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, everyone. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Bye.
Hare Krishna.